Three words. Three words for that. And it goes a little bit something like this: 2 points dropped. 2 points dropped. Simple as that. 2 points dropped. Now, defending a lead can be one of the most hardest jobs in football. In the same breath, you can also say defense is the best form of attack. Now, I rate Liam Moore as a defender. Honestly, I really do. I think he's a valuable player in our program. The question I would ask is, was his substitution needed? You can understand why. An extra body in defense, head out a couple of balls, so on and so forth. It's not like he was the reason why El Salvador scored in the first place. But for me personally, I rather have somebody on the field that I know that can hold up the ball. Somebody that I know that will be able to keep the ball away from the opposition, take it to the corners, run down the clock another 10, 15, 30 seconds. That is something that I would do. But it wasn't a decision that was taken. So what can you do? What can you say? What happened? Reggae Boys fans, let's have a look at your comments. Let's have a look at what you're saying. And you all tell me what you feel with everything. You tell me how you all are feeling. You tell me how everything is progressing. Tell me how you're feeling with this result. Mikel Antonio scoring his first international goal for Jamaica. Let's get the positives out of the way. Mikel Antonio, in his second appearance for Jamaica, getting his first international goal for Jamaica, minute number 82. But in minute 90, Alex Roldan getting the equalizer, heading the ball past Andre Blake. What's another positive we can take? This is the first time since the 1998 World Cup qualifying campaign, in the final round that is, where Jamaica has gone 3 games unbeaten. This is the first time that Jamaica has gone unbeaten in the final round of World Cup qualifying for 3 straight games. Canada at home, Honduras away, and El Salvador away. And we're unbeaten on the road against Central American opposition. Costa Rica 1-1 draw, El Salvador 1-1 draw, Honduras will beat them 2-0. And before everybody jumps and say Mexico is part of North America. Do your geography. That's another positive we can take here. Yes, we didn't get the clean sheet that we were desiring, but it is another point. It's another point that takes us up to 6 points in this qualifying campaign. And like I said, yes, personally, this is 2 points dropped. No questions asked. This is 2 points dropped. You can say anything. You can't question anything about it, because based on the chances we had, the quality on the field, 2 points dropped. Panama 3, Honduras 2. That's one scoreline. Canada 1, Costa Rica 0. United States 2, Mexico 0. There's a red card for the Americans in that game, and the red card went to Miles Robinson. So Miles Robinson will not be available against the Jamaicans. So I'm going to get to your comments quite shortly. But before that, Reggae Boys fans, let us have a look at the standings. Let's have a look at the standings and see what happens here. So on your screen right now, you should be seeing the standings as it stands right now in World Cup qualifying. I honestly didn't feel that the Americans... It's like, how? I'm trying to figure this out. How does the United States, well, not the United States, how does Mexico keep giving their ticket to United States? Nations League, Gold Cup, what's going on? What's going on, Mexico? Has the United States become your bogey team again? No. Can't let that happen. Come on, Mexico. Can't do that. Why are you doing that? Anyways, so far as you're seeing in the qualifiers right now, the United States leads the way, 14 points. Mexico, 14. Canada, 13 points. Jamaica is 7 points. 7 points off third. 7 points off third and 5 points off fourth. Just let that sink in. 7 points off third and 5 points off fourth. 7 points off third and 5 points off fourth, which is Panama. We're now level on points with Costa Rica, as Costa Rica fell to Canada. So we're level on points with them. We take on the United States on Tuesday. United States 14, Mexico 14. We're at the halfway mark of the campaign. And at the halfway mark, we've drawn 3, lost 3, and won 1. Still, of course, that -4 goal difference. Shamar Nicholson has scored 2 goals for Jamaica in the qualifiers. O'Neill Fisher scored 1, Kimar Rufa scored 1, and Mikel Antonio has scored 1. The only 2 teams that have scored fewer goals than us in the qualifiers, well, 3. Costa Rica, El Salvador, and Honduras. They're the only teams that have scored fewer goals than Jamaica. But, as you know, we've conceded quite a bit, and it's only Honduras that have conceded more than Jamaica right now. So positives, we didn't lose, but it is 2 points dropped, we know. Unbeaten in our last 3 World Cup qualifiers, now level on points with Costa Rica, which is 5th position. Those are some of the positives that we can take right now as we speak. I'm coming to your comments quite shortly, and we'll be able to get your feel of everything. But before we do that, let's have a look at the stats from the game. And yeah, so these were the match stats from the game. El Salvador had 18 shots. We only had 8. We had 2 shots on target. El Salvador had 4. Possession 60-40 in favor of El Salvador. Passes 446, and we had 314 pass accuracy. 65 for us and 80% for El Salvador. Fouls 11 for El Salvador and 12 for Jamaica. Yellow cards 2 for Jamaica. No red cards, 1 offside apiece, and also corner kicks. 10 for El Salvador. Yep. So that is how things stand at the moment. Let's have a look at your comments. Let's take all the comments all the way to the top. All right, let's look at the comments now. Great man says, during next to Simon table, going from a miracle to turn this around. I wouldn't say miracle. No, 7 points is not something to turn around in terms of third place, but I do think fourth is, we're at the halfway mark of the campaign. We have We have more games to play than we have points gap between fourth place. And I don't think fourth is unrealistic. I've said to you guys even before the pandemic that fourth is something that we need to prioritize. Win against USA or bust. Can't believe we dash it where. It's disappointing. Disappointing. Really, really disappointing, honestly. Honestly. Very, very disappointing, honestly. Two points dropped. 2 points dropped. Now, as I said, I don't see Liam Moore as a great defender, but did he need to come on? We're just a few minutes away from victory. Could we have brought on Flemings to hold up the ball, just to eat some seconds off the clock, win some fouls high up the field so the ball is in El Salvador's half? So, yeah. Dreenix says must win against USA. Yeah. Defensive change should never have been made, says Balotelli. Can Tapa leave now? I don't think he's going to leave, to be quite honest with you. I don't. Other people saying Tapa is a madman. That's what the comments have been saying. What else have you guys been saying in the comments? Tapa for start the best team at all time. I agree. The best team should always take the field. 100%. I agree with that. Yeah. But yeah, you have to look at things from a perspective of the opposition, their strengths and weaknesses. So yes, the best team takes the field, but if I have a player that I know that can penetrate a hole in the opposition, then I believe that that individual should start. Another scratcher. Simon stopped back in Tapa with playing people in don't even play week in, week out. Yeah, Anthony Grant doesn't play week in, week out, but guess what? He has become a new face to an asset to the squad, hasn't he? So, yeah. That's still $1 million question because it's not like Anthony Grant was injured or he was tired. None of that at all. Guys, no, seriously though. Seriously. Seriously. Why are you giving up hope? Why are you guys giving up hope? You guys do realize we're 5 points off fourth, right? And fourth is a playoff spot. And we're 7 points off third. And I know 7 points off third seems daunting. I know it does. But we still have 7 games left in the campaign. 7 games in the campaign. We're at the halfway mark. Halfway mark of the campaign. Still 7 games to go. 7 games to go. 5 of them at home. You know who are the only 2 away games we have to play? Panama away and Canada away. Those are the only away games we have left for this World Cup qualifying campaign. The rest are at home. Yep, that's right. The rest are at home. We have endured arguably the toughest part of our campaign. It's not like we don't have difficult tasks ahead, but guess what? 5 points off fourth. We're going to play Panama. Panama still has like Mexico to play. We put up back-to-back wins together and bam, just like that, you're in fourth. One step at a time. One step at a time. We have the same number of points as the team that is in 5th position. Why are you giving up hope at the halfway mark? We're at halftime. We're at halftime in the World Cup qualifiers. That's exactly where we are right now. Halftime in the World Cup qualifying campaign. Why give up? Why? Why would you do such a thing? People who give up are losers. People who never give up are winners. Why would you want to put yourself in such a predicament? Why? Don't do that. Yes, we've put ourselves into a hole, but guess what? We still have seven games to go. Plenty football to play. Plenty. Why was Nicholson dropping back so deep? Trying to get more involved in the game, it appears like. Another scratch off win says Haka should retire. To me, Haka still has his purpose. It's not over. Far from over. Why are you guys giving up? We're half time. We're at half time. And you guys are ready to throw in the towel? Unbelievable. 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 We're 5 points off 4th. 5 points off 4th. 5 points off 4th. Well, put it this way. Tapa has a contract until 2022, and that contract is going to be maintained. Sanjay says that game was there to be won. Antonio came on, gave us something much needed. Can we just applaud the brilliance, the physicality, the strength, the awareness to be in those sorts of areas? Let's give Antonio an applause because he's come in Central American soil. First game on Central American soil. Hostile environment somewhat. On the left-hand side, strength, physicality. Done what he's needed to do. Gave us the lead. Good moment. Good moment. Michael Antonio. Them to know Michael Antonio. 2 points dropped. 2 points dropped. 2 points dropped. Fisher's first half was better than the second half, in my opinion. Introvert audio, it's not about so if we had 11 Premier League players in the squad, 11 of them should have started. It doesn't equate like that just because you have a player in that way. I'm okay with him not starting the game. I want him to start against the Americans. That's the game for me that he would have to start. And his performance in that cameo appearance, I think he got, 20 minutes? Yeah. Yeah. Let's just say there was a team meeting yesterday and Nicholson debated his point about why he should be playing, and yeah, let's just put it like that. I'm being realistic. We're at the halfway mark of the campaign. Yes. We've played 7 games already. Yes. We have 7 more games to go. Yes. We're 5 points off fourth position. Yes. We're 7 points off third position. Yes. You put a couple of wins together and the table looks different. Just a few wins, even back-to-back wins you put together and the table looks different. You beat Mexico at home, you get a point in Panama away, you beat not El Salvador, but Costa Rica at home, and the table looks very different in January. Very different. Very different. Very different. Very different. Honestly. Completely. Antonio go switch allegiance? No, he can't do that. Okay, so who you feel would be the next best coach for Jamaica? The next best coach? I don't think Edwards is ready for such a project as yet. I think 2030, David Ferguson. I think this is a project that Darren Moore would appreciate. I think this is a project that Chris Houghton would appreciate. But we can't afford any of those guys right now. Andrew Edwards is earning pounds. David Ferguson has a project building at Jamaica College. Darren Moore has a project building at Sheffield Wednesday. And Chris Houghton is not going to come for free. I'm not saying nay to this. What I'm saying is that why should we give up hope now? Why? Why? Mr. Cross says anything Tapa do him just can't be wrong for Simon. A wagwan win. Oh boy, so Tapa is the reason why we drew the game tonight. Tapa is the reason why we converted one why so so Tapa doesn't get the credit for bringing on Antonio, but Tapa gets the beating for the point. Oh boy, I agree in the sense that we didn't need to bring on Liam Moore. For me, I would have brought on Junior Flemings because he's somebody that could hold the ball and somebody that you could send the ball along to for him to run down, hold it up, win a foul by the corner flag. That would be my choice. If I have a 1-0 lead, attack is the best form of defense, So that's how I look at things, really. Without faith and confidence, you're twice defeated in the race of life. But let me reiterate that we're only at the halfway mark. We haven't even played majority of our games yet. If we get nothing from the USA game now, then we can have another conversation. But for now, yeah. Look at all of these comments flying in. Tapa this, Tapa out, Tapa out, Tapa out. John Barnes. No, John Barnes is not going to come back into coaching. He's not. John Barnes is not going to come back into coaching. So, Simon, if we win a couple of matches and we fall in fourth place, you really think we can beat teams from Africa, Asia, or the rest of the world who want to qualify? Well, firstly, we also want to qualify as well. So it's not like they want to qualify and we don't want to qualify. Second thing is this: FIFA is yet to have the draw to see if it's going to be Oceania, Asia, or CONMEBOL. Whoever we face, we're going to have to play them. We can't duck or hide from anybody. If it's Uruguay, if it's Chile, if it's Colombia, if it's Paraguay, if it's Bolivia, if it's Venezuela, if it's Ecuador, if it's Uzbekistan, if it's UAE, if it's New Zealand, we're going to have to take on one of them. We have to take on one of them, whichever way you look at it. But it gives us another chance to go to the World Cup. And I would rather have a chance to go to the World Cup than no chance at all. It's not about faith. Guys, numbers do not lie. 5 points off fourth is not unrealistic. It's not. It's not. I can understand you looking at third and saying, oh, 7 points. It does look daunting. And tonight was 2 points dropped. And tonight was frustrating in terms of the result. Performance wasn't the best as well. But we've picked up 5 points from our last 3 games. Why can't you see the progress in that? From the way we started the campaign, where we only picked up 1 point from our first 4 games. 1 point from our first 4 games and 5 from our last 3. If that's not something to commend, then clearly. Yeah. Hey Simon, who was supposed to be marking Roldan? The reason we dropped 2 points. He was a free man, I tell you. That he was a free man. Spam Junior says, I blame Tapa not for the goal, but I blame him for the starting line, which included players like Fisher and having a job and have Javier Brown on the bench. Well, Fisher had a good game against Honduras. How are you not going to give him that opportunity to play again? And he had such a good performance against Honduras, and he kept Alfonso Davis in his pocket against Canada. So well, being realistic now, first place is 8 points away. So 5 home games should or can take us close to third place. Need wins though too much. Yeah, too much art class drawing. Yeah, holy for drawing. How we have Antonio Morrison and Speedy all on the bench. I can promise you won't have all 3 on the bench against USA. I can tell you that for sure. Against the United States, we won't have all 3. King Expert says, Uncle Simon, me almost crying on my family. I'm in a normally cuss bad word around my son, and I literally have to chip one. Disappointing. King Don says, Big Simon, of course we can't beat this team. I don't think we deserve to go to the World Cup. I can understand that view. But whether you deserve to or not, it's not about who deserve. At the end of the day, it's all about points. So, yeah. When we qualified for 98, we drew 5 games in the final round. 5 games. We drew more than we won. We only win 3 games, you know. Win 3 games to go to a World Cup. Did we deserve to go to a World Cup? Maybe, maybe not. But guess what? We did it. So what do we deserve to do? This or not? That's not how football is. The thing is, though, Javon Watson was the one that got a yellow card against Canada, so I think Grant is okay for the next game. I'll have to double check, but I think it is that Javon Watson got that yellow card against Canada, so that's the situation there. Disappointing. Honestly, it's just Oh, my name is Simon, not Simone. I really don't get it. Why did he play two defensive midfields in a game where we desperately need 3 points? Solidity, stability, especially with the attacking gems he was going to have in front. Simon preach, but realistically, people such as myself, we know we're not making it to Qatar. I'm a realistic individual. We have 7 games, 5 at home, 2 away, and we can get fourth. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Hey Simon, how many passes did Jamaica string up in this game? All I saw was a long ball. Jamaica made 314 passes in this game, and we only had a passing accuracy of 65%. Yeah. So, yeah. Mr. Blake is good question. I think he's drinking some alcohol to get this out of his system. Simon, how do you think we play? In terms of the performance, it was first off, we didn't get the ball to our attacking players as we should have. Leon Bailey didn't get on the ball as I would like him to. Defensively, we looked good. The second half, we came out of our shell a little bit more. There were elements to our game that were encouraging. However, overall, the performance is not one that you would say 6 out of 10 for me in terms of performance. So, yeah. Honestly, right now, no. No. Right now, no. Miguelito says El Salvador has to win. You don't want any more garbage. Yeah. Nintendo. Yeah. You don't want any more no garbage. Yeah. What's my starting level for the next game? I'll work on that, my friend. I will work on that. Ian Bailey was starving of some good link-up play. He was, honestly. Starting 11, I will do it in another video. But I'll tell you who is in the starting 11. A man that scored this evening. So, we'll work on that. It's late. As you can imagine, a lot of disappointment. I don't even know if there was a press conference this evening after the game. I have to check and see. It looks like there was a press conference after the game. Yeah. Top of fields, it was 2 points dropped too. Okay. I am an objective individual. Just because I don't want the head coach out tomorrow morning doesn't mean that I'm not objective. You want to get him out? Do you have $1 million Jamaican to pay a coach tomorrow morning? Do you have 1.5 million Jamaican dollars to pay Darren Moore tomorrow morning? Do you have 1.8 million Jamaican dollars to pay Chris Houghton tomorrow morning? My guess is no. Because you're not Patrick Hilton, are you? You're not Michael Lee Chin, are you? You have money to pay coach? You have pounds can pay Andrew Edwards? No. No, you don't. Football is so funny. We don't give praise when the praise is due. So we don't give the coach the praise for bringing on Antonio, but in the same breath, because we concede a late goal, we're saying tap out. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Well, we didn't lose this game, guys. But we need a win on Tuesday. And if we don't get a win on Tuesday, then you guys can say whatever you want about the manager, because by then, Panama would either, with 8 points clear, which would really make it daunting, or it would still be 5. But yeah, Tuesday is now must win. Must win of a different proportion. Tuesday's game is Jamaica's biggest game of the 21st century. There you go. Tuesday's game is the biggest game of the 21st century for us. Two points dropped. Expect a couple of changes for the USA game. I don't think Bobby Reed will start. I don't think Bobby Reed will start. You might see a different left back, different right back, sorry. And you might see a different centre forward. So I would say expect 3 changes. Expect 3 changes. Guys, win, lose, or draw, you know we're here. You know we're here. You all know my thoughts about the manager already. You all know my concerns already. You all know exactly what I have done for the manager and the relationship I've had with the manager for the past 11 years. You all who have been subscribed to my channel since 2016 would have known my discontent when Captain Horace Burrell gave him the position in 2016. You all knew my agitation, my being livid from 2016 to the latter part of 2020 and not integrating the new faces to the squad. We had Gold Cup 2017, Gold Cup 2019, Nations League, countless friendlies, and the Caribbean Cup. And in those opportunities, we did not introduce Liam Moore, Ravel Morrison, Greg Lee, Daniel Johnson, Casey Palmer, Curtis Tilt, Ethan Pinnock, etc., etc., etc. When we should have. But we didn't. These guys need to know that you might be playing in the Premier League, but guess what? CONCACAF is a completely different ball game. You have to work, you have to fight like Antonio did. That's exactly what we need to do. If we don't do that, then it's problems. That's something we have to consider going forward. We can't give players debut in a World Cup qualifier. If I'm JFF president tomorrow morning, I'm putting in a policy that a player doesn't make his debut in a World Cup qualifier unless there are some extenuating circumstances. A player getting his debut in a World Cup qualifier, unless it's a dead rubber or we're leading 5-0 with 10 minutes to go, then no problem. But apart from that, no. Disappointing. Reggae Boys fans, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If you'll be at the National Stadium on Tuesday, come say hello to me. Come give me a hail. All right. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. We'll be back for the USA game, which is the biggest game of the 21st century for Jamaica. That game is the real do or die encounter